Going on, everyone? Like I said, when I get inspired, I got to put into a video. Listen up, you may learn something today. Just kind of getting back from the gym. Usually that seems to be the best time when I get a lot of my thinking and, I kind of collect my thoughts, at the end of the day. But long story short, today I kind of just want to make a video about maximizing your time. I know I talked about it before, but, I really just want to kind of touch on it a little bit more. But I think, especially with me, I am a victim of this where, like, okay, just right now I was kind of contemplating. It's about, I don't know, about 2:30, 2:45 in the morning right now, and I wasn't sure if I was going to go to the gym tonight. Just whatever reason, like I can go tomorrow, I'll wake up early or whatnot. I'm kind of tired, but then sometimes what happens is I catch myself. I catch myself, meaning like I'll watch something on TV, I'll get caught up in a movie. I look up and it's been an hour, and from doorstep, to me going to the gym back to my doorstep, it usually takes me about an hour, hour and a half to work out. So me watching something for an hour, it's like, man, I could have. I could have paused that, or I could have recorded it and watched it later. When I had downtime, when I'm doing some stuff, on the computer, I could have just had that playing in the background. But that's just something for me as far as maximizing my time. Also other things too. What I kind of fall victim of is, during commercial breaks when I'm watching basketball games, and whatnot, I need to kind of be, doing push-ups or doing sit-ups or something like that, something productive, versus kind of sitting there, on my phone, on Facebook or whatnot. I think something that's really important, is maximizing your time. Listen, Oprah Winfrey, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, all these very, very, very influential people who are, billionaires. Um, they have the same 24 hours as us. It's kind of hard to believe, but they do have the same 24 hours as us, and it kind of puts things into perspective where it's like, well, what are you doing with your time that you're awake? And I understand when I say not with your 24 hours, but your time that you're awake. I definitely think some people can function on different sleep schedules. I'm 6 to 7 hours. I'm pretty good with that. Some people need full 8. Some people can function off 5. I definitely think 6 to 7 is kind of healthy, but either way, long story short, it's what are you doing with your time up? Somebody who can only be up for, let's just say, 4 hours in a day can accomplish twice, triple, quadruple as much as somebody who's been up, for 16 hours a day. And sometimes they do have a lot of time, free time on their hands, and they catch themselves, doing things, not as productive as somebody, who is busy all the time. It's kind of funny, especially with me, I don't have any kids, I'm single, I have no girlfriend or anything like that, so I have a lot of time on my hands, and I get frustrated myself because I should be a lot more productive, I should be doing a lot more things, and, I see some people, with kids or, with just different situations where they aren't, they don't have as much free time where their work schedule, doesn't allow that, but they're always constantly busy, and that's something that, I think you should always take into consideration is if you're productively busy, right? Listen up, you may learn something today. Productively busy, meaning you're busy, but you're doing something productive. Anybody could be busy, right? You could, do something just to make yourself busy, but for the most part, as long as you're productively busy, even if you have half an hour, go clean out your garage, or, go work on that small project, or do a little DIY project, paint something, do something. Especially with me, like I said, a lot of the projects that I do around my house, I listen to Bigger Pockets. It's an amazing, it's an amazing website for real estate investors. I always listen to them whenever I'm doing anything around the house. Another thing, when I'm driving my car, I have audiobooks in. I don't even listen to the radio anymore. If anything, I'll listen to Pandora sometimes, just to kind of get my mind right. But for the most part, I'm trying to, get away from, unfortunately, the mainstream media, trying to stay away from, Facebook and getting caught up in all that, what's going on around me, because at the end of the day, I can only control what I can control, right? Gary Vee said it best, you can only control what you can control. And with that being said, is stop worrying about other issues that don't impact you, right? A lot of things out there that people are worried about, that it doesn't matter, it doesn't impact you at all. So that's something I need to do a better job with. But once again, Darian Thomas, listen up, you may learn something today. Probably see the ladder in the background. I'm doing some renovations here, at my house. But once again, maximize your time. That's one of the most important things, is maximize your time. Try to get the most out of your time. And we all have the same 24 hours, right? It's just a matter of what you do with that time that you're awake. Darian Thomas, listen up, you may learn something today. Thanks for watching. Peace.